Hi everyone, welcome back to Aqua Moon Tarot. My name is Katie. I have another video for you all. This one is obviously Halloween themed as I am recording this 2 days before Halloween and 3 days before the new moon in Scorpio and the holiday of Samhain. So it's a very, I don't want to say spooky time, but it's a very eerie time where we look for messages from beyond. So that is the theme today. What I did was I got some tarot and oracle cards and I asked the cards to have messages come through for those of you who are hoping to hear from a passed on loved one. Maybe, you're not expecting anything, and then, something pops up in the reading that you can resonate with, that it is someone who is no longer with us, or it's just messages, from your higher self, from your spirit guides. Just kind of overall messages for the current times. I don't do crazy future predictions or anything like that. But yeah, so anyway, I have used the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I've also used the Voice of the Souls Oracle by Isabella Cerf, illustrations by Daphne Savane. I have done a review video of this, so please watch that. Great deck. The Halloween Oracle, which I've used in past. I honestly need to use this more often and not just Halloween. It's a really great oracle. I have to say, honestly, it's more of like a dark night of the soul or deep messages. If it weren't named Halloween, they'd probably sell more of this deck. It's a gorgeous deck. And then I'm using the Collected Memories Oracle, just little one photo, one word object cards. So go ahead, please, and pick your group or pick more than one group or listen to them all. I have group 1 is the skeleton, the skull. Group 2 is the ghost. Group 3 is the bat. And group 4 is the pumpkin. So anyway, go ahead, pick your group or check out the timestamps, maybe your lucky numbers in there. Watch them all, choose randomly. I really appreciate you all watching and listening to this. I hope that you will check out some of my other videos I've done over the past few years here on YouTube. Send me, feedback, like what resonates, what would you like to see? Check me out on Instagram at AquaMoonVisions. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks for tuning in. Your descriptions, your timestamps are in the description box below, as is information about where you can find me. Thanks. Hello, those of you who picked group 1, the Eek Skull. Welcome to your reading. All right, I'm going to read the tarot cards first, and then I will bring out the oracle cards. I pre-shuffled just to save some time, but I literally just looked at these right before reading, so this is off the cuff. All right, so we have a lot of swords, even though, so these are obviously the Seven of Justice, Seven of Swords, Five of Swords. Obviously these two cards are in the suit of swords, but the Justice card is a major arcana card. So it's, big overarching themes, but this character in the card is also holding a sword. What significance does that have for you? And this could just be some of you, but I'm just curious if those of you who picked this, do you like swords? Do you have someone who passed on who was a sword enthusiast? Maybe they went to Ren Fair. Do you or someone that might be coming through have sword tattoos? So just kind of coming to me, but otherwise we have a lot of air energy. The swords are the suit of air. And this has to do with, communication, be it, literally communicating with someone in person, telecommunications, email, internet, reading, those kinds of things. And it could also have to do with short distance travel, short-term travel, local travel. The Justice card is the Libra card in the deck. And then the air sign, the Swords cards represent the air signs, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but specifically these two are these are Aquarius cards. Don't ask me, I get it from the Ultimate Guide to Tarot by Liz Dean. Anyway, so either, maybe you have some big air sign placements. Maybe someone you were thinking about for this reading has those placements, or maybe those are or were significant times for you, especially concerning this reading. Anyway, so justice has to do with, fairness, balance, legal matters, legal issues, fighting for, the rights of yourself, of others, and you have like the Libra scales there. This person, this influence is just very balanced, obviously. Then we have the Seven of Swords. So this is a sneaky guy. This is a sneaky person. This could be, it could be some of you, and for others of you, it could be that, something's going on behind your back, and it's, that's what this message is. It's, someone on the other side, or just spirit guides are trying to tell you, hey, watch your back. Someone or some folks, some people are being sneaky. I feel like if it's the case where this is being done to you, obviously just watch out, watch your back. I personally wouldn't say, oh my goodness, every person's trying to mess you over. Don't trust anyone. And this is coming from a Scorpio. So, that says a lot when I can say that. But this is just watch your back. And then with the Five of Swords, this is, picking up the pieces. This is recouping after loss, after defeat. So it's very interesting because, obviously this card usually comes before this card. This is a 5 and this is a 7. But in this reading, not that it totally matters what order, but I pulled this one first and this second. I feel like if this is a case of you are being cheated by someone, there is justice needed. Or if you feel like something's been stolen from you, be it a job position, pay, something like, physical. It's just that, this card is literally like, pick your battles. Like, know when to hold them, know when to fold them. So like this character is, holding 3 swords, but he's leaving 2 behind. He can't carry them. It's too much burden. Picking up after losses, cutting loose ends. So I feel like this reading for you, especially, from your spirit guides, or from, if this is a message for you from a specific person that's passed on. And also, if it is the latter, if it's someone that's passed on, if you had anyone in the justice field, or, this could be a message for you, either if you are if this applies to you, or you have a loved one who is passed on in, the justice field, judge, law enforcement, or just, an advocate for others, or someone who always was just like the fair and balanced one that you could go to for advice. Or again, maybe that's you, then this is your reading. Obviously, if this does not resonate, there are other groups. These readings are for some and not for others. Not everything is going to line up perfectly, but this is just what comes up and what I see. Let me go ahead and get the oracle cards to tie these in. Let me move this guy up. Sorry about that. Here are the cards. I was reading the wrong page for one of them. I like to read the meanings from the authors. So we have the Eternal Love card, which is from the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. We have Voice of the Souls Oracle card by Isabella Cerf, which is physical pain. And we have the Thimble card from Collected Memories Oracle. Okay. Interesting that we have all the swords imagery here, and then you get another sword. And this was Eternal Love, obviously, and there's a heart right here. And then you have this, which ties in all of these. Very interesting. All right, real quick, I want to read to you the Eternal Love. Oops, sorry, I should have had that open. From the guidebook. When most of us first encounter death in our lives, we experience grieving too, and in some ways that feeling could be described as an absence of love and the absence of that person or being. But the kind of love that is often shared between family members, friends, and lovers, separated only by physical death, is the kind that poets wax lyrical about, that is truly eternal and transcends death. Should you choose this card, you're being reminded that love is the most powerful force in the universe. It is more powerful than death itself. Love lingers, it leaves its own legacy, and we should be aware of this every day that we live. For those that are ready for and desiring of a partner, it also indicates that a significant love is close at hand, and be ready to open up to this new experience. Interesting. All right, so voice of the souls, physical pain. So for this one, I feel like, so you can read it as your soul message, your spirit guide message, or entity. So today I'm going to read as like the entity, because we are doing a reading geared toward contacting, passed on, or, getting messages from loved ones who have passed on. So the message is, my soul was disconnected from my physical body, and I felt pain from that. Today I am free. I no longer feel this pain. I am in unconditional love, which is just beautiful. For a long time, pain was my loyal traveling companion. I didn't think I could create a different relationship with it. The more time passed, the more I felt it deep within my flesh. Today, I want you to know that I feel much better. I want you to be in a new energy with your physical body too. Over the next few days, pay close attention to your left hand. That is how I will make my presence known. Through a warmth, a caress, or tingling, I am here so you may create a new union with yourself. So you may no longer be counseled by pain or move forward with force. I wish for gentleness to be your greatest ally. You can do it. I am with you to help. Well, that was lovely. Okay, and then thimble means protection. So for this one, interesting. If it does resonate as being from someone who has passed on, they could have had, a physical ailment in life that was, affecting them when they passed. They could have, how do I put this lately? They could have passed from something painful. I hope that's not the case. But I do feel like if this message resonates for you, this is someone who was close to you. You did have love for that has passed on. For you, if this person didn't have physical pain, does this resonate for you? That do you have chronic pain? Do you have issues that you're not able to deal with? I know sometimes people have a hard time getting doctors to listen to them. I'm not going to go into all of that, but and I feel like this, this person is, a protector of yours. I also feel like this ties in because, with swords, they can hurt, but they can also protect, right? They can be used as a weapon. So I feel like this message for you is, protect yourself physically. If you are the one having these ailments, protect yourself, do as much as you can to take care of your body, to get seen if you are able to. Hopefully, I know it's not always the easiest in this country. Health insurance, no health insurance. But, and also I feel like, protect yourself from this warning of, watching out for those who may not have the best intentions towards you, who may be, being sneaky and doing things behind your back. So protect yourself from that. Protect your heart. Especially with this, we have the vines around with the thorns. Interesting. So anyway, I'm just, because again, I just look at these right before I read them. But I do feel like if this is someone that you feel it's a message from someone specific that has passed on, definitely loved one, possibly a Libra or an air sign, or maybe they passed around that time. But I do feel like they embody this person right here, this justice. It was, someone you could get advice from, could talk to, very fair to others. And yeah, anyway, I hope that resonated. Please check out some of my other readings. Check me out on Instagram at Aquamoonvisions, and like, share, subscribe. I'm trying to get the time, make the time and the gumption to make more of these videos for you. I just do it for fun and free on YouTube, and I really enjoy it. Thank you so much, and I will talk to y'all again soon. Hello, those of you who picked group 2, the spooky ghost. Again, this is a timeless reading. I am reading this just 2 days before Halloween, 3 days before the new moon on the, during Samhain, on the eve of All Souls Day. So again, I wanted to have this be geared toward messages from, the beyond. It could be your spirit guides. It could be a message from a specific person who's passed on. If it resonates, awesome. If it doesn't, maybe this reading isn't for you. Check out some of the other groups, but please let me know if anything does resonate. So this is for a lot of people. So again, everything may not. You may have a couple messages within it. Everything may not ring true, but anyway, I just appreciate you watching. All right, we're going to start with the tarot, and then I have the oracle cards. We have 5 of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. Okay. For the, so fire, water. So Wands is the suit of fire. So the fire signs in astrology, which are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So those may resonate with you, or they may be the person that you may be receiving a message from beyond. It could be significant. It could be one of their signs. We also have Cups, which are the water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Again, this could be, relate to you, to someone that you're thinking of or asking about, or it could have to do with a time that was significant to you and this person that has potentially passed on. All right. So with the 5 of Wands, we have, obviously there's fighting, but in this, sometimes for some readings, not always, to me, they look like adults, but sometimes to me, they look like young people, like, older kids. And I do feel like that in this reading. We have the Queen of Wands. So she's fiery and passionate, but yet regal and fair. And she's got this little cat here. So maybe some of you, the black cat has some significance. Actually, let me show you this up close. So 5 of Wands, Queen of Wands. This is my first tarot deck. I don't want to say it's my favorite, but it's my go-to. But I do prefer the smaller cards, the palm size version, because I don't have like huge hands. These are easy to shuffle, but they're like my most clear and concise, Anyway, interesting. We also have a lot of feline imagery. So with the lions, the lion heads on the side of the throne, we have the lion head here, and we have the cat. So maybe the cats have some significance to you, or if this is a message from someone who's passed on. Anyway, so, she stands on her own. She's full of creativity and drive, and very good at motivating others as well. Then we have the 2 of Cups. So kind of like the Lovers, but not. I see this as more, partnership coming together. The Lovers I see as that, but also like duality and a little more of the romantic side where I see this. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. This could be a platonic, but this is a coming together of 2 different sides, of 2 different forces, of 2 different people. So how I feel, and sometimes I read them just however, sometimes I read them as is, in order, because, I picked this one first, this one last. But for this one, how I laid them out, I feel like this person is a mediator. And I feel like this person, if this is you, or this is someone that this reading may resonate for you for again, not with us anymore. I feel like this situation has been or will be helped by this person, thus leading to this. So if you're having a really fraught time right now, and also like the Queen of Wands. The Wands, sorry, I haven't done a reading on a video in like a month, and it's been a day. But the Wands are fire, passion, drive, you know, and I feel like this is conflict, but conflict of vision, right? So maybe there's something going on in your life where it's creative project, it's work, or even at home, and there's just, you know, there could be a bit of infighting. It could definitely not seeing eye to eye, too many viewpoints, right? Too many angles, I'm trying to think of the right words I want to use. Too many points of view and too many strong voices that are both or each, depending on the group size of this, are very stuck in their vision, right? So I don't see this as like people physically fighting, like fisticuffs, not fisting. But I do see it more having to do verbal, mental, and like with the fighting of wills, right? Yeah. It's a fight of wills. It's a match of wills. I'm trying to think of anyway. And I feel like this influence here, it's just a very good, precise, concise, like wisdom that helps to create, you know, balance, but to create compromise, right? So if this is someone who is no longer with us, maybe you all had this dynamic, and maybe it was very fiery and it was, you know, a match of wills. And this is a message to say, you know, now, hey, you know, we're good, whether or not by the time they left us, you all had, you know, gotten to see eye to eye. It could be that this is a message from your spirit guides saying, okay, whatever this situation is going on now for you, it's time for someone to step up. And again, it's not like the first pile, it's not the judgment card, but it's someone in this sphere that has knowledge of this, that's either basically the most mature one in the group, or someone from outside that can see all of your points of views, right? That can come in and help and mediate and give you all the motivation to see eye to eye, to compromise, to get along, right? All right, let me pull the Oracle cards and then I can get a little bit more. So from the Halloween Oracle, we have midnight, the most magical hour of all. Let me move these around. We have from the Voices of the Souls, we have Message of Forgiveness, which is actually a special card. I'll get into that in a sec. And then Collected Memories, we have Horseshoe, which means luck. All right. The message that goes with midnight, I'm going to read this from the book and then I'll riff on it. Let's see. Allow yourself to relax into the benevolent darkness of midnight. You may feel this is your darkest hour, but know that the light will return again. The dawn always follows the darkest night. Know too that it is important to recognize that we all have darkness within us, just as we have light, and this isn't something to hide from. All right, and then Message of Forgiveness. So in the black cards in this deck, there are only a few, and these are soul connection card messages. So a little less message, a little more like for introspection. So card number 40. This card is here to help you connect to your psychic abilities. Take a moment to visualize the card. Here, I'll give you this card so you can visualize it in your mind afterward. All right, or pause it and look at it. You are invited to receive a message of forgiveness from your soul, your spirit guides, or an entity. Write down what you feel. Look at the card for as long as you need. You are invited to see a message on your own, beyond the card's description. Be confident in yourself. Oh, that's great. Because, I mean, that's really that's what the fire the Wands cards represent, but especially the Queen of Wands, confidence. So this is a message of like, hey, you know, be confident in your views, but also in going forward, knowing that you can get through whatever trying time this is. And the horseshoe is just luck. You've got luck on your side right now. All right, so for midnight, sorry, I kind of am all over the place. My brain, I just have to like go with what my brain wants to talk about first. Yeah, the darkness before the dawn. So yeah, I mean, I feel like right now it could be a really trying time. You are in the darkness before the dawn. It is time to have some forgiveness for, you know, you may be upset because you thought, all right, well, this person or these people that I'm fighting with, disagreeing with, you know, you may be upset with them for falling short of your expectations, of your vision for them, of them, but of their, you know, of their shortcomings. You may be a little peeved at that, but this is just, you know, having forgiveness, working through these tough times, you know, knowing that it doesn't need to be like this. It's not always going to be like this. And I do feel like that if you do feel like some of this message is from, you know, someone who's passed on, because I'm really looking at this card and thinking that fire sign, you know, it's just, it's a message to have confidence, keep going. And, you know, this could be something really great once you get through like that midnight hour. Do you know what I mean? Once you get through the darkest time, and have forgiveness for others, have forgiveness for yourself. If this is someone that maybe you did end on a bad note with and they are no longer with us, or you are just no longer together physically, it's, you know, they forgive you. Maybe you could find some forgiveness for them, if applicable. Anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble. Thank you for watching this video. Check out some of the other groups in this. Maybe there are some more messages from you. If this didn't resonate, no worries. It's not for everyone. Again, there could be another message. Check out some of my other readings on my channel, even though sporadically I've been doing this for a few years. And I'm trying to make the time and have the gumption to do this more often. I really enjoy reading. You know, I'm not monetized. I'm just doing this for fun and to share these beautiful cards and the messages that come through. Anyway, follow me on Instagram at AquaMoonVisions. Like, share, subscribe here on YouTube. It really helps the channel, and I appreciate you, and I will talk to you again soon. Hello, everyone who picked group 3, the little baddie with the moon. Very cute. All right, so I'm going to get into the tarot cards first, and then I will get the oracle cards. I did shuffle right before recording just to save time, but I've literally just seen all of these cards, so we're just going to be going off vibes. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups, and I'm using the pocket edition of the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot cards. That's why they look so small. Page of Swords and the 9 of Cups. Okay, interesting. I said we have the cups are the suits, is the suit of water, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and the swords are air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So these signs could pertain to you. They could pertain to, if you were looking to reach out to receive messages from spirit guides or someone that has passed, those signs could have to do with them, maybe in their big 3, Sun, Moon, Rising, or they could have some significance, some like time frame of something that happened. If this has to do with someone who's passed on, times of the year where something significant happened, or maybe where they passed. Anyway, take it as you will. Again, this reading may not be for everyone. Things may resonate, things may not. I'm reading this for, you know, whoever watches on YouTube, but please let me know if things do resonate. I also encourage you just to read all the groups, you know, there may be something for you in another one as well. Anyway, so 3 of Cups, we have like union of a group, we have celebration, help from friends, Page of Swords. So if this is a person, it's a young person, maybe a teenager-ish, They are setting out into the world. The swords have to do with communication and short distance travel, short-term travel, neighborhood. And then cups are emotions, relationships, personal relationships, creativity. But for me, I think it is creativity, but creativity from the heart, not as in the same kind of passionate creativity with the wands. And again, that's just a me thing. That's just what I get from it. For this, I mean, it's a pretty good reading. I feel like I feel like you're either receiving help from others or you do need help from others. If the latter is the case, don't be afraid of accepting help. I know a lot of people don't like to accept help. I'm one of those sometimes. I'm trying to get better. But this is just like feels like a really happy time because things are going smoothly because, the power of 3, the power in numbers. This could be a new idea, something fresh blowing in that has really got you motivated to go off and pursue, or just to kind of, see where this goes. So the Ace of Swords, that you see, it's the first in the suit. It's about new idea, new thing you're being presented. The Page of Swords is the next card. So it's a kid teenager, not older teenager, 20s. That's the Knight. Anyway, so it's this person has then taken the sword from the hand, the hand of God, the creator, whatever universe that's given it to them, this idea, this new thing. And they're taking it and they're running with it. So I feel like for this one, I feel like it's outer influences, outside help. If you allow it, it can greatly help you in this time where you are being presented with a new idea, like some form of new form of communication that's really inspiring you brain-wise. How do I put this? Mentally. So it's not like, oh, my heart loves this. It's like, this is a new mental pursuit, right? This ignites you in that way. Intellectually could be as well. So that being said, the help and grasping this new idea, concept, thing and running with it, especially with people who have your back, it could lead to great reward. So this is this could lead to a bigger group of friends, more people to love you. This could lead to a lot of emotional satisfaction. This person is sitting in front of all their cups and they're like, look what I got, and I don't think it's like, look what I have and you don't have. It's just this person is proud of what they've gained, what they've achieved, what they've accomplished, but it feels like it's very personal, head versus heart, but it'll lead to great personal satisfaction. So being the Samhain Halloween spooky ooky reading, this help could be from the beyond. So if you feel like that's for you, work with some tarot cards, meditate, see what messages come up for you. If you feel like you've been receiving messages from a specific spirit or spirits, if you feel like they're good, they're above board, what do you feel like the message is? What do you feel like they're pushing you to? This could definitely be your spirit guides, having your back and showing you signs, hey, this is what you need to do, putting things in front of you. And then now you need to run with it, And this also could just be people here on this earthly plane who are still with us, but accepting help But I do feel like it's friends, family, it's personal, or even if it is like, say it is coworkers, it's ones that you feel very close to. People that have your back, right? Unlike group 2. I mean, go ahead and watch that one if you want to, but that's like the opposite of this. This one feels really good. All right, let me draw these and then we'll see. Okay, we have the Halloween Oracle, we have the Witch, the Earthly Weaver of the Worlds. We have from the Voice of the Souls deck, we have Children. So a hand holding a rose. Let me move these up a little bit. And then from Collected Memories, we have Glasses. All right, so the Witch. I'm going to read a little bit from the guidebook. Holding the Witch card means you can weave your own chain throughout your life, and that magic is indeed afoot. You must understand that you have power and it is real. It may also indicate that others may be threatened by your developing personal power, and they may not appreciate or like the changes as you grow. Be prepared for this and do not be discouraged. New friends and better opportunities will be attracted instead. See, this is like new friends, and if you want to get a little witchy with it, this could be like a little coven, if you've been needing a coven, you need in a group, you want to get into, get more into the craft or spirituality and you want to do it with a group, this is a great sign for that. Okay, so the Children card. So this card, I'm reading it as it says the entity. So this is a spirit or spirit guide that's like reaching out to you with a specific message. Again, it may resonate, it may not. You and I have ties with childhood. Only you know what that means. I wasn't a happy child, but I know my soul chose this experience for a reason. My goal was to find an energy of resilience. Your childhood may have been complicated too, and I know I owe you an apology. When I think back to childhood, my throat tightens like there were things I could not yet say. I know you feel the same. Perhaps we can work together? By connecting your childhood, by understanding the meaning of events, by showing forgiveness, you also bring me freedom. You help me awaken, free myself, and rise up. We are mirrors of particular memories, but we also have the same inner strength. Remember, you have your free will, and you can be who you decide to be. I have faith in you. You can be that person. You can do it. Well, that was nice. And then let's see, Glasses. Meaning is clarity. Huh. All right. I do feel like the Witch also, it's an alchemizer, again, creation. Children. So it could be that you have childhood issues, especially with, whatever spirit may have a message for you if you have someone in mind. Otherwise, I do feel like this is just getting back to like that childlike wonder, that childlike spirit, especially the sense of adventure. And, we don't have as many, I feel, hesitations when we're kids. Maybe if you see a big scary roller coaster, you're like, okay, I don't want that. But most of the time, like my daughter, I put her in a room with another kid around her age and just, hey, what's up? Make friends, they play, they don't ask questions about anything. And, they just go for it. They start playing, building, doing whatever. So I feel like this is like childlike spirit. This is being open to like what you can create, especially with others. Glasses, clarity. Interesting, because I kind of get that from the sword too. It's like you have this sense of clarity lately, or you will soon have it, especially in terms of when you get this help. Maybe it's like you need these outside forces, these outside people, and sorry, outside as in not you, but still somewhat close relationships to inspire you, to help you. And then it'll really set you off on this path. Yeah. I mean, nothing crazy intense. I hope this resonated for you. I'm just seeing these as I'm reading these, so kind of going off the cuff. But I'm hoping to do more of these because I need the practice for reading for others out loud more, and I'm definitely trying to make more time and have the gumption to do this. It's a lot of fun. I just enjoy showing you my cards. I enjoy giving you the messages that I get Please watch some of my other videos. I have some from over a smattering of videos from the past few years. I really appreciate it. Subscribe, like, and share. It really helps the channel. Check me out on Instagram at Aquamoon Visions, where I try to post, at the very least, pick a card reading for every full moon and new moon. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. See you soon. Hello, everyone who picked group 4, the pumpkin. This is your reading. I'm going to start with the tarot cards, and then I will bring out the oracle cards. I did shuffle everything ahead of time as it saved time, but I am literally seeing these cards for the first time. So off the cuff, we have the Emperor, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Death card. So the Emperor is a major arcana card. This is a big overarching theme or lesson. This does represent the sign of Aries, or, fire signs. So Aries, Sag, and Leo. We have the 6 of Pentacles. So earth signs, it's a very earthy card. Taurus, what's the other one? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. My brain's a bit mush. And then we have the Death card, which I like this card a lot. This is the Scorpio card in the deck, another major arcana, so another big theme, a big lesson. So for this, gosh, there's a lot. Give me a sec. I feel like this for you all, if you are hoping to receive a message from someone who has passed on, I do feel like it's more indicative of the Emperor, or the Emperor with the 6 of Pentacles, not so much death. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but I'll go into that in a sec. I feel like if this is about, if this does pertain to a person you've been asking about or you've been wanting to hear from, the Emperor is very steadfast, obviously a ruler, a good ruler, sits in their power. There are kings in the decks in each suit, but this is the king. This is the king that, for lack of a better word, trumps all the kings. So this is about vision and clarity. And I feel like if this is a person, that this is someone who had a lot of vision, maybe had a lot of power in their job, or just power within your, your household, within your dynamic, but very passionate yet grounded, because it is an Aries card. So Aries is very passionate, but this is, this is the Emperor. This is like, a king. So and again, I don't want to put it completely with one of the suits, but I feel like passionate, grounded, just a great combination of elements. And also this person could be an Aries, or have major Aries placements, something to do with them happening during Aries season. Now with this is someone who's very generous. So I do feel like this has to tie in with this person if this resonates. So whoever this was very generous and gracious, and maybe use their time and their resources, especially if they had, power or money, for helping others. Now, if this is, and of course, so death is transformation, which is, it's always darkest before the dawn. You see, there's this sun in the background. So obviously, if this is a person, this is the final transformation is death, but that there is something after this. And again, that's my personal belief. Not everyone believes this. They're treading on in the great beyond. Now, if this is a situation and you're receiving guidance from, spirit guides, or from, a past on loved one, this is definitely about you sitting in your power. I mean, kind of the same thing. If this is the you, if this has to do with you, I feel like for some of you, it's that, you are in a power position, a position of power in some way where you can help people, where you do need to use your resources, or, even if it's not money, if it's your time, which is a great and valuable resource. I mean, time is my #1 love language. And I feel like by you doing this, you'll feel very fulfilled, and it will cause this transformation in your life. It's always I hate to say it, but someone else always has it worse than you do. And so if you're going through a hard time, maybe the best thing to do is to figure out how you can help someone else or help others with what you do have, whether it be resources, time, whatever, cooking someone a meal. But I feel like maybe you've been feeling stuck, you've been feeling distraught, you've been feeling barriers. And I feel like to help with this transformation in your life, you need to look outside of yourself and stop thinking. I hate to say it, stop thinking about yourself, but think about others. Get outside of yourself, get outside of your head, and go and do for someone else. And then, maybe this block, this dark mood, whatever, will pass, and it can lead to transformation and learning. Now, if you are the one who has lack in any facet, this is spirit guides, your guidance to accept help. And in this, it could be, if you have someone like this in your life, or look to someone like this, if it's, a colleague, a boss, a parent, a good friend, some kind of, relative, someone that you have in your life or that will come into your life soon that represents this, don't be afraid of accepting help. And I think a lot of us have that problem where we don't want to accept help. We feel that we owe other people. We don't feel that we're good enough. But this is saying, for the other half of you, for this group, that for your transformation, it is you accepting help, because that's going to help you get over this hurdle of whatever it is you're going through, whether it's literally with money, whether it's, mental health, it's, physical health, it's, look outside of yourself, but there is someone in your life who can help you with that, with whatever ails you right now. And I know this is very basic, but it's pretty cut and dry. At least to me. I really also want to point out, I really like this card. Also, it's a Scorpio card. So, sorry, this could also mean a Scorpio, the, person you've been thinking about that you want a message from, or maybe you have Scorpio placements, or, we are in Scorpio season. So maybe this is, if you are not a Scorpio, or who you think the message from, if they're not a Scorpio, maybe it's that they're saying, okay, this season, we are in Scorpio season, you're getting the death card. It is time to enact these changes. It's time to give that help, or ask for that help, receive that help. This is the season to do that. This is the season of transformation. And as I'm recording this, we're, 2 days away from the new moon in Scorpio. So a lot of transformation going on. All right, let me get the oracle cards and I will tie it all together. For the Halloween oracle, we have the underworld, the skull with a pomegranate, a la Hades and Persephone, where all things pause and begin again, the underworld. And I think it's so interesting that I drew the death card and then the underworld. I mean, there's a lot of skulls in this deck, but literally, I would say this is the death card of that oracle deck. Okay, voice the souls, we have you, beautiful artwork. And then for your collected memories, I have garlic. Cute little card. All right. So for the underworld and voice the souls, I'm going to read from the book, the message, and then my interpretation. Should the underworld card be present in your reading, you are being asked to consider exactly what you have to do to transform your life into something you find easier or more authentic to you. This may involve changing course. It may involve trials and tests. Keep moving. Whilst things may fall away and your life may appear bare for a time, this is temporary. Space is being made into which you can create something new. And so again, really ties into this change and transformation. And then voice of the soul, so you. So I'm going to read this as, you can read it as your soul message, spirit guide message, or the entity, meaning, if we're speaking to someone who's passed, I'm going to read it as them. So the entity says, you think you're talking to me, but it's not me. You're communicating with your soul, but today you need to communicate with me. You expect too much from what is outside of yourself. You lack faith in yourself. I don't communicate with you to punish you. It's just that for now, you don't need it. So I remain silent and let you communicate with yourself. You need to find yourself again. You need to know yourself again. You have evolved a lot recently, but you don't realize it. So you look for outside support and something to lean on. Yet you have many answers inside yourself. Listen to yourself, understand the messages you hear like an inner conversation. You're talking with a wonderful and splendid person, yourself. This is what you need. When the time comes, we'll be able to talk together. And then garlic means healing. All right, so if this is potentially a message from someone beyond, and for those of you who it resonates with, is there someone that you talk to that's passed on? Is someone you talk to a lot? I mean, they're listening, but it's also like really good for you to talk to them, quote unquote, like, because you're talking to yourself and maybe you're getting answers from your higher self, from spirit guides, from your subconscious. And again, like we have change, we have transformation. You need to like start believing in yourself. So you need to start like believing, yes, you do have the power to help others. You do have the power to accept help. You do have the power to get through whatever it is that's not great right now that you're dealing with. And I don't have specifics because there's so many of you that watch this, but I'm just saying that it's just, I know for some of you, you're probably freaked out by those calls, but this is such a great reading. Like you do have that power inside of you. You do have the ability to, to heal yourself. Again, I do think through, others, utilizing others, being helped by others. I think that will help you a lot. And again, getting outside of yourself. I know you're supposed to get in, the message is get inside yourself, your wisdom, but it is also getting outside of your head. And it is, realizing that you have the power for this change. You have the power to help. You have the power to just do so much more, right? And again, it's not like make $1 million. It's not like that. It's just, it's making a change in the world. It doesn't have to be you affecting millions of people. It can just be you helping one person. It could be helping, a few people, and whatever that is, that you do or that you aspire to. So anyway, I kind of rambling. I hope this resonates. I hope to do more of these again, making time. It takes time to set these up. It takes time to edit these. I know that, it's not as professional as some others. I'm messing around with my camera and my setup again, but I really do appreciate you all watching and listening. And, check out some of the other groups. Maybe there are some messages for you in there. Check out some of my other readings. I do have a smattering of videos that I've recorded over the past few years. Follow me on Instagram at Aquamoon Visions, where I post at least twice a month pick a card readings for the new and full moon. And like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me a lot here on my, my free YouTube videos. And I really appreciate it. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what resonates. I love hearing from people. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye.